Now that this bay is cleaned out, I can get a good look at the floor. So this is not suitable as is, especially this spot right here. So what I need to do is rip this floor out, rake it smooth, and put a fresh surface on here to stack the firewood on. As you can see, this floor is in pretty bad shape. I mean, this wood is just all rotted. So what I'm going to do is get everything up that I can that's rotted, regrade this flat, and put down some fresh support lumber for the wood I'm going to stack on top here. So this is, yeah, this is just falling apart. So this would be bad news to stack wood on top of this, because all the moisture from the ground would transfer up into the wood. Then I'm about to stack here, which would make a real mess of it. So this has all got to come out. And believe it or not, there's pressure treated boards. There's one right here, there's one here, and there's one there. And then there were slats going across, so I took off old pallets. So I'm going to have to resurface this. Yeah, this is in real bad shape. Yeah, look at that. That was pressure treated wood. Here's a pressure treated board here. Look at that, it's rotted. So that was rated for ground contact, but even after a great many years, that stuff will succumb to the elements. So see, that's just coming apart. That's nasty. So there's a beam here on the end. Look at that, that just comes right apart. And there's some screws still in this. Yeah, those are just pulling right out. Like here's a cross brace. So that's got some screws. I'm gonna play with the parts with screws a little later. I want to just get this apart and get it cleaned out. So here we go. Here's another one here. So when I originally put this together, I had cross braces running this way, and then some pressure treated 2x4s going that way. And I took some pallets and I just cut the slats off, and I just re-nailed them all the way across. So that's how I built this originally. But the wood that was in this shed has been in here, oh, I'd say this wood shed's been around at least 10 years. So a lot of this rot is just over time. The weight of the wood just pushed down into this ground. And like here's the mycelium. See these white strands? So yeah, this is kind of all coming right apart. And what I'll end up doing is I'm going to have to build a separate knee wall adjacent to this this pallet, because this pallet was laying on top of the 2x4s and holding up the roof. So imagine this is all rotted in the bottom. Previous episode, I built a knee wall when I redid the floor for this next bay over. I made a new support for the roof. So I'm going to have to do the same thing here, because the bottom of this pallet is probably trashed. Here's another. Look at this 2x4 just coming right apart. So I'm going to just keep doing this. We'll get this all apart, and then we'll start to rebuild the floor and the support for the roof. So here's wood bay number 1. It's all filled up. I'm planning on filling up this next bay, wood bay 2, but it needs some restoration work. As you can see, the base of the pallet that's supporting the roof was all rotted out. I excavated all the rotten wood. I have a knee wall here that I built brand new in wood bay 1, so that's holding up the roof currently. I can still use the support structure from these pallets, but what I need to do is run a brace on the bottom of these where the rotten board has been removed, and sister some 2x4s on the sides of those verticals, and then reattach them with some screws and brackets, and that should be fine for supporting the roof. I still need to put another beam across the back so that I can support a deck from front to back for the wood to go piled on top of. And that'll be a done deal probably tomorrow. I ran out of time, and I was able to use a scissors jack and get this trailer jacked up so the tire's out of the dirt. It was sunken in like 3-4 inches, so I jacked it up, put some dirt in the hole where the tire was, and I got a plank there that's going to support it. I'll have to do the same thing on the other side. But when I want to move this trailer out of here with this boat on top of it, I want to be able to pull it out easily without having to have to bunny hop it out of a ditch. So that's going to make that easier down the road. And I'm looking forward to playing with this a little bit more tomorrow and getting this buttoned up.